So I want to produce several relatively short videos about future of our civilization and about what can we do with it. First is Metaverse. So we know that there is so-called Agenda 2030 about so-called sustainable development goals. And the motto of this sustainable development that you will own nothing and you will be happy. And the model, again, this model is in part was realized during the COVID-19 lockdowns when people were staying at home, not able to get out, and then this just will develop. Klaus Schwab, who is famous for his book about the COVID-19 Great Reset, he told us that the pandemics represents a rare but narrow window of opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset our world. This is what this financial elite are going to do with us. And these are complete morons. You see that this is Klaus Schwab. He is completely sick person, completely complete moron, complete degenerated person. Okay. The other super rich billionaires who participate in the same program are no better. This is, we see this. These people, they look ugly and they do ugly things. Mark Zuckerberg promotes his version of the metaverse. Metaverse, it is the virtual world, and when people are supposed to use smartphones and special equipment to communicate with virtual reality. It is not so that it is not a real world. It is very much gaming. In reality, it will look not so nice. Like in this photo, you see that people will just stay in very small apartment and actually sick with all these glasses of virtual reality and some interfaces. And it is already in part realized. For example, here we can find in Tokyo or in Japan some net cafe where you can rent a small part of the area and you can stay inside, you can sleep inside, you can work with a computer, or you can play with some games with a computer, you see. And some relatively young men decided to do so because renting an apartment is very expensive, and they just stay in this piece of the net cafe and do what they want. Even they can make some money. Okay, another little bit more expensive option for this virtual reality is a so-called cassette hotel. So you see that a relatively big space, relatively well organized. Of course, it can be equipped with computers and the internet access. And this is also such kind of a cassette hotel, very small apartments, very small chambers actually. And it's easy to understand that it will eventually develop to such cassettes, to such that humans will stay inside, connected to the internet, and also with some interface to connect their brain to internet, and oxygen and food will be provided, and no option, no way to get out of this. This is like future which was demonstrated to humans in the movie Matrix. Okay, that's all. We will go to part 2.